Hello student, good morning. Myself Sri K.D. Borse sir, a biology subject teacher. Today we are going to learn 11 science subject syllabus content chapter number 2, systematics of living organism. In that chapter contain some topics like two kingdom system classification, five kingdom system classification. In that five kingdom system classification, five different kingdoms: kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Fungi, and kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Monera is also detailed discussed today's lecture. So let us start today's first concept, two kingdom system classification. Two kingdom system classification introduced by Carl Linnaeus. Always remember, Carl Linnaeus is one of the scientists. Two kingdom system classification introduced. This two kingdom system classification is based on mode of nutrition. Some organisms are autotrophs, prepare their own food material. Some are heterotrophs, not prepare their own food material. So on the basis of mode of nutrition, two kingdom system classification contain two kingdoms, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Means prepare their own food material, autotroph Plantae, not prepare their own food material, Animalia, heterotroph. So all these organisms are include only two kingdoms, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. But some doubts in this classification, like Euglena is one of the animal contain animal as well as plant character. So Euglena, also bacteria, autotroph, heterotroph is also, fungi heterotroph, decomposer also. These three different group of organisms could not classify. So this doubt is avoid confusion by scientist R.H. Whitaker and propose five kingdom system classification. Means Carl Linnaeus, two kingdom system classification contain only two kingdoms. These only two kingdoms show some doubts, like Euglena, bacteria and fungi could not classify. So such confusion is avoided is by scientist R.H. Whitaker and propose five kingdom system classification. So we learn five kingdom system classification. It introduced, no doubt, R.H. Whitaker, a scientist. It include five kingdoms: kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Fungi and kingdom Animalia. So these five kingdoms are included in five kingdom system classification, and it proposed by R.H. Whitaker. Means all organisms are included these five kingdoms. Seen here diagrammatic representation, five kingdom system classification. This one is Monera, this one is Protista, Plantae, Fungi, Animalia. Means first kingdom known as Monera, then Protista, Plantae, Fungi, Animalia. So these five kingdom system classification show Phylogenetic relation between the organism Monera, Protista, Plantae, Fungi, Animalia. We learn in today's lecture detail first kingdom known as Monera, kingdom Monera. Example, all bacteria are included in kingdom Monera. What are the salient features or characteristic features of Monera? These are omnipresent, means Monera contain organisms present everywhere, called them omnipresent. Body organization is unicellular, means Monera organism made only one cell, so called them unicellular. Its cell is prokaryotic cell, means all Monera organisms are made by prokaryotic cells, so called them prokaryotes. Nuclear membrane is absent, no doubt prokaryotic cell, well organized nucleus is absent, so nuclear membrane is absent in Monera organism prokaryotic cell. Cell wall made up of a chemical substance known as peptidoglycan. It is also one of the most important characteristic feature. Cell wall made up of peptidoglycan. Mode of nutrition, Monera organism may be photoautotroph, chemoautotroph. Majority are heterotrophs, means some Monera prepare their own food material with the help of light. Some Monera organism prepare their own food material with the help of chemical, but most of them are majority heterotrophs, not prepare their own food material. Always remember mode of nutrition, Monera organism, some photoautotrophs, some chemoautotroph, and majority are heterotrophs. Its DNA exists, means Monera organism DNA exists as simple, double-stranded, circular, single chromosome, and called them nucleoid. DNA exists in the form of nucleoid. What are the characteristic feature of nucleoid? Simple, double-stranded, circular, single chromosome. Membrane-bound cell organelles are absent, like mitochondria absent, chloroplast absent, endoplasmic reticulum is also absent. So membrane-bound cell organelles are absent in Monera group of organisms. Ribosome, you know, protein synthesis factory. So ribosomes are smaller in size, and always remember 70S type of ribosome seen in Monera prokaryotic cell, Monera organism. Reproduction seen two types, asexual reproduction as well as sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, two types of form, like binary fission. Cell or organism are constrict to form two organisms, so binary fission type of asexual reproduction seen in Monera. Also small outgrowth develop to a cell of Monera organism or organism to Monera organism, called them budding. So budding and binary fission type of asexual reproduction seen in Monera. Sexual reproduction very rarely seen, like conjugation method, means this conjugation method is a fusion of genetic material. So such conjugation, sexual type of reproduction seen very rarely. Up to this here noted total 10 salient features of Monera or characteristic features of Monera. Now we learn classification of bacteria. No doubt Monera contain all organisms are bacteria. So we here detail discuss classification of bacteria. Based on morphology, bacteria classified into 4 groups. On the basis of morphology, external characters, bacteria consist of 4 groups. Number 1, spherical shaped bacteria known as coccus. Rod shaped bacteria known as bacillus. Comma or kidney shaped bacteria known as vibrio, and spiral shaped bacteria known as spirillum. So here noted spherical, rod shape, comma or kidney shape, spiral shape, different shape of the bacteria, and here noted its name like coccus, bacillus, vibrio, spirillum. See in here diagrammatic representation. This one is coccus spherical shape, rod shape bacillus bacteria, comma kidney shape vibrio bacteria, and spiral shape bacteria spirillum. So noted here different 4 types of bacteria on the basis of morphology. Now we learn also classification of bacteria on the basis of evolution. On the basis of evolution, bacteria consist of 2 groups. First one is archaebacteria, means archaebacteria is first evolved bacteria. So on the basis of evolution, bacteria consist of 2 groups. First group known as archaebacteria and second one is eubacteria. These 2 groups on the basis of evolution evolved, detail discuss here. First one is archaebacteria. What are the characteristic features of archaebacteria? Mostly archaebacteria is found in extreme environment, hence called them extremophils. Why archaebacteria called as extremophils? Mostly they are found in extreme environmental condition, hence called them extremophil. Archaebacteria found variety of places like number 1, volcanic craters, salty lakes and hot springs. No doubt these are the different places, very dangerous places, but also such places found archaebacteria like volcanic craters, salty lakes and hot springs. Archaebacteria survive with high salinity condition, hence archaebacteria called as holophils. Also this question is asked, why archaebacteria are called as holophils? Because archaebacteria are survive very high salinity conditions, so called them holophils. Archaebacteria also survive with extreme temperature, hence called them thermophils. Here noted thermophils, holophils, extremophils are survive archaebacteria different conditions like extreme environment survival extremophil, high salinity conditions survival holophil, and extreme temperature condition survival thermophile. Example, methanogenic bacteria is one of the type of archaebacteria found in gut of ruminants, cow and buffalo. You know cow, buffalo, its digestive system contain part gut found methanogenic bacteria. Such bacteria are help production of methane in biogas plant. You know, biogas plant use cow dung or buffalo dung, so this dung contain number of lot of methanogenic bacteria, and such bacteria help production of methane gas in the biogas plant. So methanogenic bacteria is most useful bacteria for production of methane gas, and such bacteria are found in gut of cow and buffalo. Up to this we learn on the basis of evolution bacteria are two types. Number one, archaebacteria is one of the type of bacteria. So such bacteria seen different salient features or characteristic feature. Now we learn second type of bacteria known as eubacteria. What are the characteristic features of eubacteria? This bacteria is true bacteria. Which one is true bacteria? Eubacteria is true bacteria. Mostly this type of bacteria is multicellular. Filamentous is also. This type of bacteria is living in fresh water. Its cell wall contain chemical material known as peptidoglycan. Eukaryotic bacteria, autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs can be photosynthetic, means eukaryotic bacteria is autotrophs, can be photosynthetic autotroph like chlorobium is one of the eubacteria, is photosynthetic bacteria, also called as green sulfur bacteria. Such bacteria is a photosynthetic bacteria, chlorobium autotroph. Autotroph can be chemosynthetic bacteria like chromatium, sulfur bacteria, here noted, chromatium sulfur bacteria, chemosynthetic means in presence of chemical prepare their own food material. Chromatium, chlorobium, green sulfur bacteria, presence of light, prepare their own food material. So photosynthetic, chemosynthetic, chlorobium, chromatium. Up to this 5 different characteristic features noted here. Next characteristic feature, photosynthetic pigments are present in eubacteria, photosynthetic bacteria like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotene and xanthophylls. What are the different photosynthetic pigments present in photosynthetic eubacteria? Always remember chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenes and xanthophylls. Filamentous form eubacteria show heterocyst. Heterocyst is one of the type of cell present in filamentous eubacteria, seen here diagrammatic representation. a type of eubacteria, cyanobacteria, nostoc. In this filamentous shape eubacteria, seen here blue colored cell called as heterocyst cell. So filamentous form eubacteria show heterocyst cell, and this cell means heterocyst cell help nitrogen fixation. Atmospheric nitrogen is absorbed to convert nitrate. So nitrogen fixation process takes place inside the heterocyst cell, seen in cyanobacteria, example noted here, cyanobacteria known as nostoc. So eubacteria is nitrogen fixing bacteria. Its present heterocyst cell help nitrogen fixation process takes place. Most of eubacteria are decomposers, means breaking large molecule into simple molecule or minerals. So such decomposer bacteria is also helpful bacteria. Up to this here noted total 10 different characteristic features of eubacteria. Now we learn also some characteristic features. Eubacteria show anaerobic respiration, means without oxygen respiration process takes place inside the eubacteria organisms. Help curdling of milk. So eubacteria is also a helpful bacteria. Example, lactobacilli bacteria use as curdling of milk. You know, milk is converted into curdling, means दूध से हम दही बनाते हैं और वो बनाने का काम लैक्टोबैसिलाई बैक्टीरिया करता है. सो lactobacilli bacteria is one of the helpful bacteria use curdling of milk. Help means some eukaryotic bacteria help fixation of nitrogen. You know, cyanobacteria nostoc, here noted azotobacter is also nitrogen fixing bacteria. Atmospheric nitrogen fix to convert nitrates. So nitrogen fixing bacteria, azotobacter noted here. Next characteristic feature, production of antibiotics. You know, antibiotics is one of the immunity power. Such immunity power is also produced one of the type of eubacteria known as streptomyces, means this bacteria also useful bacteria produce antibiotic. Some eubacteria is also composting, help composting, prepare organic fertilizer. So it is also a helpful bacteria. Also degrading oil degrading process takes place by eubacteria. Some of them here noted above all are helpful bacteria and they provide benefit to human beings like curdling of milk, fixation of nitrogen, production of antibiotics, help composting, degrading oil. So some eubacteria are pathogens, cause diseases. What are the diseases cause eubacterial pathogens? Here noted typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, tetanus. These four different type of diseases like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, tetanus are caused by eubacterial pathogens. Mycoplasma is also one of the type of bacteria. We discuss about mycoplasma. What is mycoplasma? Mycoplasma is smallest of the living forms. This is the most important characteristic features of mycoplasma, smallest of living forms. They do not have cell wall. This is the most important characteristic feature. Cell wall not present. Mycoplasma do not have cell wall. Seen here diagrammatic representation. Mycoplasma diagram not seen here cell wall, so do not have cell walls. Mycoplasma. Many forms of mycoplasma are pathogenic and they are found resistant to common antibiotics. Mycoplasma have resistant to common antibiotics because of absence of cell wall. Here noted all different characteristic features of mycoplasma, and mycoplasma is also a type of eubacteria. Up to this, here completed today's lecture. Review today's topic. We learn in this today's lecture here completed two kingdom system classification. Kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia include all different organisms proposed by Carl Linnaeus. 5 kingdom system classification, no doubt it contains 5 different kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Plantae, Fungi, Animalia. In that kingdom Monera, in this lecture we discuss different salient features of Monera. Also we here discuss classification of bacteria on the basis of morphology, classification of bacteria on the basis of evolution, and mycoplasma is a bacteria. Now on the basis of today's lecture, some exercise question noted here. MCQ question number 1. Select odd one out for heterotrophic bacteria. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, lactobacilli, methanogens, antibiotic production. Yes, here the correct answer is methanogens, means methane is one of the gas. So gas production takes place by a type of bacteria called them methanogens, and this is the odd. Identify chemoautotrope, chromatium, chlorobium, mycoplasma, all of these. Yes, the correct answer is chromatium is a bacteria chemoautotrope. Bacteria survive very high salinity, called them thermophile, holophile, extremophile, none of this. Yes, the correct answer is holophile. Holophile means bacteria survive with high salinity conditions, so called them holophiles. Short answer questions. Why mycoplasma show resistant to common antibiotics power? Yes, because of absent cell wall. Type of bacteria on the basis of evolution? Yes, there are two types of bacteria on the basis of evolution. Number one, archaebacteria and eubacteria. Why archaebacteria called as thermophiles? Yes, archaebacteria survive very extreme temperature conditions, so called them thermophiles. Different benefits of useful bacteria. Yes, production of antibiotics. Also some bacteria helpful for milk is converting into curdling. Also some bacteria useful for production of methane gas for biogas, oil degradation, composting. So such different benefits are provided to useful bacteria. Enlist different diseases caused by bacteria. Yes, there are different diseases caused by bacteria like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis and tetany. Match shape of bacteria with its name. In this column, shape of bacteria noted here, and this column, name of bacteria, spherical shape bacteria. Yes, it's known as coccus bacteria. Rod shape bacteria. Yes, it's known as bacillus bacteria. Comma, kidney shape bacteria. Yes, it's known as vibrio bacteria. Spiral shape bacteria. Yes, it's known as spirillum bacteria. So up to this, here complete today's lecture, and on the basis of today's lecture some exercise question is also detailed discussed, like MCQ question, short answer question and match the pair like questions. Hope that you understood everything. Thank you.